high stress or even a traumatic type situation, our emotional brain can take over the rest of our cognitive side of the brain, almost like a hijacking, or at least be extremely active. And when our emotional brain is very active, our cognitive function, our problem solving, our decision making, our basic functionalities begin to shut down. And the higher the stress, the more the traumatic situation, the quicker these capabilities and functions shut down. But it also works for everyday stress. When we're under a lot of pressure, we find that we tend to move up into our heads and start either ruminating on things that have gone on in the past, or start worrying and being anxious of things that are going on in the future or could go on in the future, and bringing both of these things into the present moment. And the problem is, when we're worrying and regurgitating and ruminating and being anxious about the future and doing it now in the present moment, that our brain can have difficulty in distinguishing between what's actually happening out there and what we're imagining in the brain. And so it sets off that alarm system and our bodies begin to react. So one of the things that we can do in order to manage that is to do a very simple grounding exercise, something I learned from Russ Harris. And that is to sit comfortably in the chair, hands on your knees, taking in, using all your senses, taking in everything that's going on around you. Now, the interesting thing about our senses are that we can only use our senses in the present moment. We can't use our senses to find out what happened 5 minutes ago, and we can't use our senses to find out what's going on in 2 or 3 minutes from now. Only what's happening right now. So it brings us out of our head and into our bodies and into the present moment. So look around the room and slowly and deliberately use your eyesight to pick out 4 things and name them. So I see the light, I see the table, I see the cup in front of me, and I see a vase with flowers in it. And now, using your sense of hearing, listen and pick out 3 things that you can hear and name them. So I'm hearing footsteps of the lady that's gone by me, I'm hearing voices in the other room there, and I'm hearing the sugaring of ice and the bar over there that they're making their cocktail. And now, using your sense of touch, name 2 things that you can feel and name them. So I'm feeling my feet firmly planted on the floor, and I'm feeling the collar of my shirt on the skin of my neck. And that's a simple grounding exercise that will take us out of our heads and into our bodies. Thank you for listening.